Good morning. It is day 38 and a little bit after 7:15. I got going at 7:15 this morning. So as you can see, it cleared up finally. That is the Antelope Valley. Tehachapi's kind of behind the tree a little bit here, but so this is the extreme west end of the valley. So Lancaster would be off to the east, and got going this morning. It stayed windy all night until about 5:30, 6 o'clock. It started dying down, so there's a slight breeze now, but the clouds broke, so it seems like it's going to be a much better day as far as visibility, and hopefully I won't get blown off any of these ridge tops that I'm walking. So I'm gonna get going. This is kind of what the trail looks like right now. Really good night's sleep under a bunch of oak trees. I was not alone. I had two couples join me, and there wasn't a lot of separation between us, so I could hear every word of their conversations. But it's a kind of a fact. Right now I'm in the middle of a big bubble. A bubble is just a group of hikers. So I kind of have left behind. I've been left behind by all the people that started with me, and I'm with the group that's kind of faster. So all these people started like at the beginning of May, I think, maybe the end of April. So it's fine. You have to expect it, especially when we're grouping up around resupplies and things like that, and that's what's happening. So I am 23 miles from Hikertown, and I have a plan. Hikertown is basically just, well, I'll show it to you, but it's not what I would consider to be a real stop. I'm using it as a resupply point. It's someone's house that opens up their property to hikers, and then a short ways down the road you can get rides to do the resupply, which is what I'm going to do. So today should be about 16, and then camp, and we'll go from there. So no bad little hike right now. As you can see, it's kind of nice. There was no poison oak around the campsite, which anymore I see oak trees, I expect poison oak. I've just kind of been conditioned. So that was nice. A really nice campsite. Even though the wind was blowing like crazy, I sleep good through the wind. So my tent's really good, my quilt's really good, and I'm very comfortable in the wind. So because it was colder, anytime it's colder, I sleep better. So I slept great. It was another day wasn't nearly as hard to get up this morning, but it took some self-talk to get going. And then as soon as I did, I'm motivated. So I'm gonna keep hiking. You guys have a great day. This just isn't what I was expecting today. I'm still in the mountains above Lancaster, but it's been like this all day, and it's fantastic. I'm hiking in the woods. It's a great path, like very few interruptions in the path. It's just dirt and flat and smooth, and I kind of been cruising downhill. I am just loving today. Hey, look at this. I really was expecting to be in desert at this level, and boy, am I surprised. I've heard it was beautiful through here, but I couldn't picture it in my head, and I don't know that anybody has ever shared it when I watched other YouTube hikers. But yeah, nice. It's funny, it hasn't even been 2 minutes since I just did that video where I was just enjoying being in the woods. So I crossed the road and I'm out of the woods for a second, but I hit a burn area. And I didn't show this yesterday just because I was pretty miserable yesterday afternoon. But I hit this type of thing yesterday. So that is poodle dog bush. It has the same chemical that poison oak and poison ivy do. And it's so close to the trail that you have to slow down, make sure nothing touches it, because it's like a game of concentration where you, like, if you touch the sides then you're out. So like right here, I really don't know what to do because that's poodle dog bush and that's poodle dog bush, and I don't think I can get around them. So, without touching them, I can't get around it without touching them. So there's one there. Because if you brush up against the leaves, you get that the poison on you, and then it spreads because it's an oil, and it gets on every part of your body and everything that you own, and it would be devastating. So I did that yesterday a lot. I think that was just a little spot though, so it was a good example without really being a pain. It was nice. Trees. Good morning. It is 10:20. I have gone 7.8 miles. Not bad in 3 hours, I think. Since, like I showed the Poodle dog bush, it's been climb after climb after climb. So you get to a rise and then you go around the corner and you see another hill and another hill. So I've been doing that. Big news, I passed 500 miles. A hiker just passed me. I asked if they saw a marker. They said, yeah, there was some stones, and I missed it again. And I was actually looking this time. But yeah, past 500 miles on the trail. I'm very excited about that. That's good. So I'm taking a pretty good break right now. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and I'm coming up on water. And so I'm just going to take a break here. I found a place in shade. I started kind of feeling like I was losing some energy, so it was time for a good sit-down break, and that's what I'm doing. And then we'll keep on moving. I'll talk to you later. So you had your choice of water sources. I chose the water tank up there. There's basically a metal cover. You slide it to the side, scoop your water, and then you move on with life. So did that, got myself 750 milliliters. So I have a liter and almost 3/4. Or there's a cistern. Oh, can't quite see it from here, but there's a cistern, just kind of like a lean-to with a cistern under it, right up there, which I did not go to. If I didn't know any better, I would swear I was in the East Bay of San Francisco, like around Mount Diablo. So that's what this looks like. That's where I would think I was at. Okay, so the current plan is to hold up short on this hill tonight, go into Hikertown tomorrow, resupply, and cross that valley tomorrow night. So by tomorrow, Monday morning, I should be in the hills on the other side of the valley. That's the plan anyway. That's some trail magic right there. That was very nice of Buddha and Leslie to provide trail magic. There's a road after dropping down from the mountains before Hikertown. So I told you earlier I'm planning on camping before Hikertown and then use Hikertown tomorrow. So this is camp. That's what I'm walking up towards. It's not a very busy road, but you can see all the camp spots back in here. And there I am. So I'm at mile 510. 510, which means I crossed the 500 mile mark, and I'm very happy about that. So it's a nice little corner, and the most important thing for me is this big old tree is directly west of where I am, so I will not be in the sun again today. But I'm almost on the desert floor. I got about 7 miles to Hikertown, so I'll do that early in the morning and then resupply, rest, and then tomorrow night is the Aqueduct. So What is the aqueduct? It's actually a huge engineering feat. When LA realized they needed more water, they created this dam system. And you know what? I'm going to go to, I'll finish this in 1 second. Okay, I'll finish about the LA aqueduct, and then I'll show you the creek that I'm nearby too, which is the other nice thing about having this camp here. So I got the camp, had trail magic, then I went and filled up my water at this creek, then I stretched, then I set up my camp, and it's all before 4 o'clock, which is kind of nice. But anyways, the LA Aqueduct was started in 1908, and it takes water from the Owens River in the Eastern Sierra and delivers it to LA, which is essentially a desert. And the feat of engineering is the fact that it is all gravity. There's no pumps, or there wasn't on the original one, to move the water. So they engineered it so that there was a certain level height that it was built at, with a degree of declination, so that the water would continue to flow, which is pretty cool. So the LA Aqueduct moves water from the Sierras to LA, and what I keep referring to is a roadway that crosses the valley that I showed you earlier today, from the southern side of the valley to the northern side of the valley, where Tehachapi is located. So it's a 17-mile stretch with no water, and it's going to be between 88, well, it's supposed to be 88 degrees tomorrow. I don't know that I've been over the 70s since I've been in the mountains, but we dropped elevation significantly and all that. So the solution is to do it at night. And it's pretty traditional on the PCT to do that portion on the night, because it's completely exposed. There's no shade in that 17-mile stretch. So I'm definitely going to avoid the heat. I will start that tomorrow evening. So I have 7.5 miles or something like that to get into Hikertown. And then the market requires another drive. So the market actually shuttles people back and forth. So I'll go and do that. I'm going to figure out my resupply. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do for mileage, and try and get that kind of lined out, because I believe it's 55 miles from Hikertown, it being Tehachapi. Tehachapi is 55 miles, and it's climbing, and there's not a lot of water. So I want to get that figured out really good, because I'm trying to figure out when I'm actually going to be into Tehachapi. So today is Saturday, May 25th, by the way. I'm hoping for Wednesday, and I think it's doable. But like I said, I just got to do the math on it. So I'm going to wrap up tonight, and I will see everyone in the morning.